To America straight out the 70s, all elements combined to form a remedy for the streets' creativity, creating art so vividly on trains and walls in every city, while DJs kept the vinyl spinning, providing the soundtrack with funk and soul breaks, inventing the crossfade to go back and forth for no mistakes, where acrobats take your place in the space of the dance floor, freezes, backflips, head spins, twists and never fall with a style that's too raw. Everybody wanna bite, but not everybody got a chance to grab the mic, to hold a piece of steel, you had to rock the party all night, do it right when it was time to recite. We move the crowd and go to work. Yeah, now that's word to the Godfather hip hop, Kool Herc.
Check it out. This is the first set for the Green Jackets. We've known each other since the early 2000s. So this song is the first song we ever did together, so we figured we're going to start it off with the first joint ever.
School, old to the new.
Yeah, what's that?
Turn it up, DJ Bono! Give me that, DJ Bono!
That's what it's,
The energy, y'all! Hey yo, we gotta turn the lights, it's time to recite.
Green Jackets, the reason how we came up with the name is it's based off of golf. To have a green jacket in golf, you have to have, you have to win the Masters. So the way we looked at it is like we're Mike Masters. We're masters of the skills in the art, not just on the mic, but just cipher sessions, freestyling ability, wordplay, all that. We incorporate all that into one, and therefore we are the Green Jackets. We are the Mike Masters.
This is the one you ain't heard.
That sounds nice already.
I know,
I'm gonna pick up on that. You can do that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey yo, I'm back, new jack, this is crack. No doubt, man, let me state the facts. Y'all know how to react. Cardiac, arrest, don't stress. See, cause God will bless the shit that I fest. The concept is more fucking.
And it was some years later when I found out my grandpa used to sing too, back in his little town of Dilley. Him and his brother, they used to walk around like Desperado with a guitar, like singing down the dirt roads and stuff like that. So when I heard that, I was real inspired to know that it went back further than just my dad. So I always felt like, this is something I've always been meant to do. Except with my generation, my take on it has been hip hop. Something that was, as hip hop was born, growing up as like in its toddler age, that's when I was born, the 80s, straight out the 80s. So for me, hip-hop has always been a part of my life. I got to grow up in the golden era, which is why I love it and appreciate it so much.
So much rhymes can you still be online. As simple as that. Keep the beat pounding, and everything is good the way it comes around. Surround sounding, stereophonics the way we do. Hi-fi, Wi-Fi, over the air, either way. Yo, I'm that guy, the pie guy, green-eye guy. Switch change, go ahead, do it.
It started off, I think, like everybody else that says that they found hip hop. When you find hip hop, it's normally in the streets, and that's how I found her. I started writing poetry around, like in 4th grade and stuff, and then it turned into rhyming. Then middle school days turned into beating on tables and freestyling to myself.
Casper, one more time, go ahead, knock me the fuck up.
Yeah, it's pleasure and pain. Some take lead to the brain and feel that numbness like cocaine. Mixed with Novocaine, no pain in the rap game. I wouldn't buy your shit at CD Exchange. You get boxed out the frame, y'all rappers is lame. I can't believe that they entered you in the game. It's like a cage fight, but the difference is I grab that mic, slash your face that nice, precise. I'm cold as ice and I ain't talking.
The influences I have, I could say, are like, Rakim, KRS, Black Thought, Talib, you know. It's a little bit of variety, you know. I gotta give credit to a lot of people, Nas, and those people with their lyricism shaped my mind into thinking what, you know, what an ill rap was, what a tight verse was, you know. As a kid, I used to like hear the lyrics of the songs, and I would like pause it and I would write out the lyrics. So I started noticing like the structure of everything, of how they started to write their bars, which is my introduction to bars. Like, you know, that was like 5th grade, 4th grade, you know, comparison. And once I got it, then it gave me a good writing structure to move on with. Now
Hip hop is just influential. That's what it is. Yeah. So it's okay to be influenced, but it's not okay to bite.
Definitely.
You know,
Never that.
Kids, listen to this. It's not okay to bite. What I love about his style is the wordplay, the delivery, and honestly, I've known him for a while, so I honestly think that he has improved his skill level. Even his freestyling ability has improved. We battled a couple of times, and he got me good the last time. And you know, I really it was a KO. It was a body.
Tucked in, either way you duck in, the way the guillotine swings, man, you know you frontin'. Watch your head get chopped off, so protect your neck. But watch yourself paying homage and pay respect to the green jacket microphone masters. Similar to that, ain't nobody here now or ever after. Doing what we do, all original, no subliminal. Every time we do it, Mike Jack, smooth criminal.
He's got attitude, you know. He's got a real, I guess some people around here what they call like an East Coast kind of sound. But that's because he's real hip hop though. Like, he's raised with it like I was, so the slang, the references, you know, the ideas behind it all, like, he's known that since the beginning.
Say fine wine, drop the rhyme out like they're gonna grind out. Nah, man, you cracked out like Amy Winehouse. You ain't know about the rhymes about. So I let them know I represent the South, bigger than bigger. Y'all do still idolize Kanye and Jigga. Come on, blows up a cigar, put up on a swisher, and let you know that I'm a real go-getter. I got dollar bills, nah, man, I ain't talking about it. No profit, man, you better stop it. This is hip-hop shit, I'm that prophet that organized that crime that's around.
San Antonio, the culture, the Hispanic culture is here, man. It's Tejas, man. You're talking Tejano. So I mean, when you're fed Tejano since a little kid till now, guess what you're gonna listen to now? Tejano. We're the guys that just so happen to break the barrier and break the walls. We were raised a little different. His pops raised him on funk, jazz, soul. Same thing with my father. My father raised me on that rock, R&B, a lot of funk, blues, a lot of funk though, mainly funk. Like for me, Infinite, he says it was a little different, but
I got funked up too.
yeah, but funk was like, I was fed that, man, fed. So when like I said, that's what happens when you're fed something as a kid, you grow up loving it.
This is Texas, and this is San Anto. This is Chicano. This is Tejano. And we have our own struggles, and I feel that we need to stand up for ourselves and lift our people. One of the things was going to the Cesar Chavez March here in town, and it's a good feeling to be around, you know, your people, you know, your gente, and to be all fighting for the same thing and be on the same side and to unite. You know, it's a beautiful feeling, and it inspires you to do more with yourself and to help, you know, your family or your little brothers or sisters or anybody younger than you coming up, and show them that, you know, brown is beautiful too. You know, all kinds of brown, lighter shades, you know, moreno, güero, it really don't matter.
Which names, no matter what you call it. Hey yo, droga about the full alcoholics, drunken master Jackie Chan. The way I come through and expand, the way I put mics in hands and crush them. Either way it's going down, check it out, yo. Girls they blushing, the way we moving, rocking stages, rocking crowds. Yeah, how you like us now? We over here freestyling over beats that's ours. This is how it is, the way we create and build bars. Bars harder than anything.
Going from when we started, which is maybe about 99 more or less, when we got really seriously getting more gigs and stuff like that. And this usually the same heads that's been doing it since then are still doing it now, and we're one of that class. And it's pretty good to see that a lot of people still stayed up with it, and you could tell how much this culture really means to them, to want to continue to do that even a decade past. And the new kids coming up too, they're kind of starting to work their way into a little bit more with different styles, and so it's a nice clash of old school and new school, because when we all get to cypher together, you get to really actually see the difference between delivery and showcasing, like when it comes to rocking a show, or even production wise too. Even the style of beats change, but overall those who've been in it adapt to the style throughout the years.
You have a lot of artists out here that understand what you're doing, and you at the same time understand and respect what they're doing. And there's a lot of support. We support each other. It's, you know, I'm really excited about that. It was really good to meet new people and realize that they have the same passion for it as we do. You know, and the hip hop scene, you know, it's a melting pot. There's a lot of different people doing a lot of different things, and you know, I like to think that we're one of those people that is doing something different. But what is important for me and Infinite is what's your purpose? That's kind of what we look at it like. Why are you doing this? One for me is the love, the passion I have for it, and I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about the culture, the hip hop culture. So when you have that love and passion, you want to make sure that everybody else understands that, and you want to meet those who feel the same way about it as you do. And that's what we stand for here in hip hop in San Antonio. So what we can bring to the table in the scene is the hip hop culture. So hopefully we can bring that to people's attention and make them appreciate it just as much as we do.
This goes out to the people of the sun.
The hounds, Chicanos, Latinos combined as one. The gente that stood strong and never had to run from police, the government, and guns that live off the land with insufficient funds and work hard till their hands and calluses all numb. Feeding the family with little next to crumbs, looking for a way out the barrios, favelas, and the slums. Succeeding with no education. This motivation for freedom and inspiration, not a desperation.